Hey everybody, this is Grace. And yesterday I made a video, a long video. I don't know if I'm going to have to divide it in two or what. I don't even know how long it is. But, and it was about, I can't believe my life sometimes. And I use this to vent, only to vent. It's not about anybody else. It's not any suggestions or anything like that, but just my experiences. Oh, sorry, my voice is going out. So much pollen. I think pretty much all year. High pollen. Anyway, but it was a big ordeal just trying to get an antibiotic. Okay, seriously, I've done this every year. In the summertime, I have to have this certain antibiotic over and over and over. But no, this time I had one of those. Yeah, I changed so many times to try to find a professional healthcare provider. And no, each one of them has their own little thing that I have experienced. Actually, not all of them, but the one that I did really like, she had, I don't know if she quit or she retired or what, but she was developing dementia. She's my age. She was the only nice one really nice one, not one that turns around and is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde or something like that, or just having a bad day and thinks they can take it out on somebody like me. I don't know why anybody thinks they can do that. Really, honestly, I wouldn't. I'm being honest. I'm a gentle giant of a woman. I wouldn't take mine out on anybody. Anyway, I don't. I just would not even think to do so. And but it was a long thing. I'm not going to go through that. There was a long. I'm pretty sure it's a long video once I get to looking at it. And anyway, the result of it was about. Why is there so much of a trouble? Oh, trouble just getting your medications. Where is the problem in the whole system? And I'm not talking about any one pharmacy or any one healthcare provider. I'm not sure if I should even call them that, because it's so stressful. That's my whole problem right there in a nutshell. Well, not really, but one of them is it stresses me out so much. Anything to do with healthcare at all, because of the horrible ways I've been treated over many years, because I have a rare health condition. And it's something that they have to think about. One of them let it out, that it makes it difficult for her. That's all only once, never will see her again. When somebody has my health condition. So, it's all about them. And this one was another one that was all about them. Now, the result is I'm having to go out and get my medication again. And this is Texas, North Texas. We're in a really, really bad heat wave today. I think it's going to be near record. That's what it said, near record, the Weather Channel. And I don't know, will it break the record? And it's 11 o'clock, and it's probably, I don't know what the heat index would be, but probably around 100 and something, because it is hot out there. And let's see what kind of trouble this brings about. Plus, I have to call the doctor and doctor's office and cancel an appointment for tomorrow, because I will never, ever, ever allow myself to be seen or heard from with that one. And yeah, it's kind of well known. Not by me telling them, but by the situation itself of what was done wrong to me. Wrong. And they know it. Not they admit it. They know it. They state it. I'm just saying they. I'll probably later on switch, but we'll see. There's a police officer right over there. Otherwise, I don't know anymore if you can turn, because things change. But from what I understand, both lanes go, 2 lanes go to the right, 2 lanes go to the left, no matter which one you're in. But I wouldn't have been able to see anyway because of the one vehicle on the left side. But anyway, not pushing it. Okay, hello there, officer. Let's see. Good place to sit. Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my medication. What drama is gonna come about? I cannot believe how much drama comes about in my life because of incompetency of people, really. And it's not just healthcare. It's not. It is not. And like, going into a store, and I am not the only person who has smelled this and just been floored, but odor on food, which I have just reported. So apparently, hey, I'm used to hearing things like this. Now, it's a shame that I am accustomed to hearing things like this. Okay, when it's a common thing to hear a response to, we didn't see it when we went out, and I'm not talking about just one person, or one place, one thing, one situation, one whatever. I'm not talking about that. But the response is kind of like scripted in anything. Admit nothing, deny everything, make counter accusations. Yeah. I remember. I had never heard that, and then this guy I knew told me that he had been in the military. And I never really got any deeper into why people say that. Is it a military thing? I don't know. I really don't know. But, yeah, that's what he told me. Admit nothing, deny everything, make counter accusations is the rule. I mean, we hear that in a lot of things. Or people doing it. I know I do. I'm not saying we, as in you and me. I'm not even. Yeah. Anyway, just the way I speak. I say you when I don't mean you. I mean me. Usually, or the universal you. It's really, I don't know what anybody else's life. But anyway, but admit nothing. Nope, they're not going to admit to it. Deny everything. And then make counter accusations. Accuse them. And I actually recall hearing from a police officer years and years ago. Years and years ago. And it was about, why are there so many police out? Okay, it's 2. That's so many. Anyway, is this of that, any kind of retaliation, any form of retaliation is against the law. I mean, I'm sure maybe he meant something more than just making counter accusations, but it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be, unless there is proof, and then, unless there's proof. Because if you constantly fear that, you're going to tell the truth and you're going to go take this person to court, or these people to court, whatever to court, and you deserve to be able to take them to court, like they put your life in danger, and you fear that they're going to make counter accusations against you, and as many of us have probably always heard, they have more money for better lawyers, and you'll never win, and you're going to lose even more. That is not right. That's not right at all. But you have to keep the law this way. You have to really, when the law suppresses, oppresses. It actually does both. Seriously, could possibly suppress and oppress. But it's got to be something that's better than all that. I mean, has it changed? I would think it would. I would think people would say, okay, these, if somebody's been hurt, been caused, might have to wind up in the hospital because of it. Yeah. Now you get where I'm going here. Yes, I was told I might have to wind up in the hospital because of the screw up. Not happy. Not at all happy. And it could even get worse than that. Yeah. It's all I need in my life. All these years. I actually got my degree in sociology. My psychology and sociology degrees, plural, taught at college and university. And one of the things I was always, like very interested in was that of basically it would be that of helping people who are oppressed. Okay, people who, your average person, I don't intend to go to another country or anything. Some people do, that's their thing. Mine would be here in the United States, my thing. But I always wondered, I always thought about it, about the people who do it. They would have to be in better health than I. And if I didn't have this health issue, I wonder. I really do. I wanted to go on a dig because my minor was anthropology at the time, and I wanted to go. They had this dig, and I wanted to go to it, but my health can't do that. Yeah, everything has been, so much has been controlled by my health. But anyway, but that's what I want to do, and that's, when I do this thing, I call these people and say, hey, look, this food, packaged food, has a terrible odor, and cut up onions, that they come in those little plastic things, they reek, not of onion, not like onion, but of something else. Okay, and other foods that go on the shelves, take it outside, you can actually smell that cleaning supply come off, radiate out of the bags. I'm not kidding. Just take it outside the store, after I bought it, put it in my SUV, and whoa, and they're like, they don't have to worry about stuff like that. Yes, they do. Legally, they have to, and they have to report it. But nope. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that I've heard over these years. So when I say that, I'm thinking about people. I'm thinking about people who are buying this crap. Just think about the elderly or people who have immune problems or have whatever problems. I'm not a healthcare provider, so I don't know what kind of problems you'd have to have for, just be a human. Just eat it, not realize it. Something has seeped through the bag or the box or the whatever. I don't know. I'm just thinking about people, myself included, of course. People, anybody, any human, any animal, anybody that's going to be consuming this product that they don't really care about. What do? Do they not dilute something and then they put it on the shelf? Was it some rag or something that's probably been used over and over? I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong in all of this. And then they just stuff the stuff back on the shelf? Or do they even remove it? Or just lift it up and then wipe and then just push it back down? Do they have to dilute it? Or did they not bother to read? Not bother to read instructions like, you can't do that? And here's the correct way to do that. And you are tailgating me. I am so sick of tailgaters. Unbelievable. I cannot go out at all. I'm driving the speed limit. So no. It's not me. It's them. These arrogant. Oh, they're first. They can't get over into their lane. You have to move for them. I'm so sick of this crap. This is a world full of cluster bees. I don't know that for certain. And of course, the actual percentage. Well, the actual percentage would be the people who actually have, they should, or they're professional enough to know. A lot of people out there would not even bother to get any kind of psych eval. And there are ways you can do it, that it's random, and all this stuff. And it was years ago that I studied, and I really studied how to do research. I mean, I really studied. And these days, I don't know, they have different ways of doing it, and the computer does it for them. Maybe if it were true, I don't know. I really don't know. So, I'm admitting, I really don't know how it's done these days. if it's done correctly or not. So, but I would think that it would. There's a professional organization. So, wait a minute. What am I going here for? Why am I having to go back here? But that's two different things. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. I really don't think that way. So, okay. Oh, I am. Will I ever stop being frustrated with it? Oh my gosh. The pharmacy tech, she said something, and I said, that led me to say, oh, they did it wrong or something. I said, no. I said, I requested it to be filled, the prescription to continue, and to fill the rest of the prescription, and so then it became messy. Well, that is exactly what happened. But I did not know at that time that the prescription she wrote me for an antibiotic, and that was the nurse, the PA certified, is the one that she wrote me for only 5 pills was not a curative but a preventative, like I said earlier, I think. And so I had to, so that's when it became messy, because then I had to do this and this and this, and finally the doctor called, and anyway, I tried to reschedule the appointment like he said with her, so she could look at it, and then request a gyno if it has to be Lance, because they can't do it in their office because it's very painful, blah blah blah. Anyway, I try to call, and now never has it ever done this. Can I make that clear? It went to somebody's voicemail. Okay, see, they've been having problems with their phones. Yeah, like yesterday. Okay, you own this whole road, right? You own this road. No, none of you own the road. None of you are first. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. I'm at the end of my road. Did you see that they have something in their lane? So they take my lane? Yeah, maybe you didn't see it. Because they're first. Yeah, they're first. Unbelievable. The stuff that... And now I have to go get gas. It's the feels like it's 100 degrees, and trust me. That's what it says on the weather channel, I guess it is. It's 100. Okay, and this is Texas. It's just not good feeling at all, and I have to go put gas in because of this stuff. Yeah, this kind of stuff. It's just unbelievable. But really, I just can't believe all those people thought that they were doing right there. That place, somebody parked there or whatever, broke down. These days people park. I could park right in the middle lane right here, just because I want to, apparently. And then anyway, back there, the people, that were coming in from the other direction in their lane, that lane, thought that they could get in front of me in my lane. And this is how it is. It's so messed up. So much. Constantly being tailgated. You can't drive the speed limit. What's wrong with you? We have to tailgate you to make sure you move. And there are people out there who say, exactly. You should be going with the traffic. No, you should be going with the law. And I'm telling you, I still laugh to this day what I read online. This is Texas, and I could actually hear the man who wrote it. It had to be a man, because I've heard things like that before. It is the law. But it is. These speed limits aren't suggestions. It is the law. I'm serious. Hilarious. But true. It's the law. You have to abide by the speed limits. Okay? That's what it is. It's the law. And you don't get to decide if everybody has to wait for you because you're in the other lane, like that woman that time that pulled out right in front of me, and then she decided, she backed up in front of me. She took both lanes. I'm traveling down a road, and then she a neighborhood street, and then she told me she was going to come to my house. I did not know the woman. She's about my age. Never seen her there before. That's in my neighborhood. Never seen her again. I mean, not before, not after. But she was going to come after me in my home. Seriously. She kept following me. I called the police. She did not follow me after that. Yeah, but she had somebody else come to the, I know it must have been her husband, and she's apparently wealthy. Maybe not at all connected. I don't know. But, wow. What a trip. What a trip this all is. I feel like I have, gone to some alternate universe. Actually, Adam and I joke about that because we saw this movie years ago. Anyway, but we joke about it. Sometimes what we see, or he sees, or I see, or we both see together, whatever it is, it's just unbelievable. It seems like you're living on an alternate universe because in no way would somebody living here get away with that so easily. And then the person who's in the right, who's legally in the right, it's like people when they say, don't shame me. You did something to be ashamed of. But the person who shames someone who deserves to be ashamed should be ashamed. Something, did I get that all wrong? Yeah, you got it right. So, wow. Anyway. Of course I had this off at the time. When somebody coming out, I'm driving down the road here like this, somebody coming out of that strip mall right there, thought that they should be in front of me. They should be able to get out of the road right in front of me. Luckily, I was changing lanes at the time. Seriously. Luckily, I'm looking at a man about my age, and he is a doctor. Looks like it. Wait a minute. Yes. Oh my God, what a day. What a life I have. Man, this is unbelievable. But I changed lanes because that used to go straight. Now it turns. And it's been that, I don't know how long, but I don't come this way all that often. Except for when I have to go. Yeah, when it has anything to do with medical, because they're not going to get it right. No, that's not right. Correct, I'm sorry. But this time. And how many other times, I'm not sure. A few other times, maybe? I don't know. I'm so tired of this. Anyway, I'm wrapping this one up.